So, you want to hit 4,000 watch hours on YouTube? Today, we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to hand you the actual blueprint. This is the system that flips the script from struggle to real strategy. So, let's just get right into it. Does hitting 4,000 watch hours feel like, like trying to climb an impossible mountain? You're putting in the work, right? You're staying up late editing, you're crafting those perfect titles, you're posting, but that watch time number, it just isn't moving. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. It's a huge frustration for so many creators. All right, here's how we're going to tackle this thing. First, we've got to understand the mountain we're actually climbing. Then, we're going to build a bridge, a shorts to long form bridge. After that, I'm going to give you two super powerful tools, the Billboard and the Flood. We'll talk about building something called a Binge engine, and then we'll put it all together into your very own watch blueprint. Sound good? Okay, so first, let's talk about the real problem here. A lot of the time, the reason it feels so impossible is because we're climbing the wrong mountain. You know, you think if I just keep posting, the watch time has to go up, right? I mean, it sounds logical, but it's just not that simple. And this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. You can have a short go viral, I'm talking hundreds of thousands of views, but when you look at your monetization watch time, it's barely budged. And you're sitting there thinking, what is going on here? Here's the kicker. YouTube doesn't count watch hours from shorts toward that 4,000-hour goal. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it means all that effort, it's in the wrong bucket. So, once you realize that, everything changes. The path forward is suddenly crystal clear. We don't need to stop making shorts, we just need a bridge, a way to get people from your shorts over to your long-form videos. And guess what? We're going to do it by using a strategy that the biggest creators out there, I'm talking Mr. Beast level, use all the time. And this right here, this is the secret. It's a total mindset shift. You have to stop seeing your shorts as the final product. They're not the destination. They're advertisements. They're signposts. They're little billboards pointing everyone to your main content, the stuff that actually racks up those watch hours. Okay, so let's talk about your first tool. How do we put this into practice? Well, there's a simple, super powerful, and honestly totally underused technique that does exactly this. We call it the Billboard method, and it's really simple as it sounds. You go into one of your long-form videos and you find that perfect moment. You know, that one really juicy, high-impact clip. Maybe it's a great tip, a hilarious joke, or a shocking reveal. You clip just that moment, turn it into a short, and bam! That short is now a mini advertisement for the full video. It's literally just 3 steps. 1. Find a great moment in your long video. 2. Edit that into a killer short. And 3. Drop a link to the full video in a pinned comment or the description. Just think about it from the viewer's side for a sec. They're scrolling, your short hooks them, and now they're like, whoa, what's this about? They see the link, they click it, and boom, you just turned a 30-second view into a potential 10-minute watch. That's a huge win. All right, so once you've mastered the Billboard method, you're ready to level up big time. It's time to activate your entire catalog of videos. We're talking about a pro-level technique here called the Flood method. Now this is where things get really, really powerful. Instead of a simple one-to-one link, one new short for one new video, you're going to update all of your shorts. Yeah, even the old ones from months ago, and you're going to make them all link to your single newest long-form video. You see what's happening? You're creating a literal flood of traffic all pointed in one direction. Yeah, I love that idea that your entire shorts catalog, it just suddenly wakes up and says, hey, come check out this new thing. It's such a perfect way to think about it. All that content you made, the stuff you thought was just sitting there collecting digital dust, nope, it suddenly has a brand new job. It becomes this massive 24/7 promotion machine, all working for your latest video. Okay, so getting viewers to your long videos, that's half the battle, and it's a huge victory. But now we have to get them to stay for the main course, and maybe even dessert. We don't just want them to watch one video, the real goal is to get them to watch one, and then another, and then another. That, my friends, is what we call a binge session. And let me tell you, the YouTube algorithm loves binge sessions. When it sees people watching your videos back to back, it's like a big flashing sign that says, hey, this stuff is good. People like this. And what does YouTube do? It starts showing your videos to way more people. It's a beautiful thing. So, how do you make that happen? What's the secret weapon? It's playlists. Seriously, it's that simple. When you get someone to watch a video inside one of your playlists, you're basically telling YouTube, hey, when this video's over, play my next video. You're taking control of that up next queue. It keeps viewers on your channel, makes it super easy for them to just keep watching, and tells the algorithm that all your content is related and valuable. It's a win-win-win. All right, we've talked about the problem, we've had that crucial mindset shift, and we've got our tools. Now it's time to put it all together. Let's build the complete step-by-step system you can start using like today. And this is it. This is your blueprint. Step 1. Make an awesome, high-value, long-form video. Step 2. Use the Billboard method. Create a bunch of shorts from that video and link back to it. Step 3. Use the flood method. Go back and update all your old shorts to link to that new long-form video. Step 4. Organize all your long videos into themed playlists to get those binge sessions going. And finally, Step 5. When you share your content, share the playlist link, not just the video link. See, this isn't about hoping for a viral hit. It's a smart, repeatable system for real growth. So there you have it. You've got the system, you've got the tools, and you have the blueprint to finally conquer that 4,000-hour mountain. So the only question left is a simple one. Which one of your videos are you going to Billboard first? All right, so you've done it. You've put in the hours, you've done the hard work of creating and building and refining your content. And now you're standing at a really pivotal moment, totally ready to take that next big leap. And that's it right there. That's the big question we're diving into. It's this challenge that every single creator faces after all that grinding. You know, the success of your next big push really hinges on making one single critical choice. So let's frame this whole thing as the journey it really is. I want you to picture yourself as a climber. You're super well prepared, you're standing at the base of this massive, ambitious mountain, your biggest goal yet. The air's crisp, and you can see the summit. Now this mountain, it represents your ultimate ambition. Maybe for you, it's hitting a huge audience growth number. Or maybe it's becoming the absolute go-to authority in your space. Or hey, maybe it's driving real tangible success for your business. Whatever that summit is for you, the climb starts right now. Before any climber ever takes that first step, what do? They check their gear. And here's the great news for you. You are already packed and ready to go. So let's just take a quick inventory of all the incredible prep work you've already put in. So, what's your gear? Well, first, you've got your system. That's your strategy, right? That repeatable process you've built for making great content. Then you have your tools. Think platforms like YouTube or TikTok, the things that actually give you reach. And then the big one, your toolkit. And that's your gold mine. It's the entire library of videos you have so painstakingly built. And I really want you to let that sink in. Don't forget this. All your past work, every single video you've created has put you in the perfect position for this next decisive phase. You are not starting from zero. You are launching from a place of serious strength. So you're at the base of the mountain, you're fully equipped. This brings us right to the heart of our climb today. That single strategic decision about which piece of content you're going to push forward first. Look, you could take a step in literally any direction, but only one of them puts you on the fastest, most powerful path up that mountain. This first promotional choice, it just carries so much more weight than anything else you'll do right now. Which, it begs the question, why? Why is this one choice so unbelievably critical? Why can't you just, pick any old video and start promoting it? Well, it's because this choice fundamentally shapes everything that's about to happen next. It really comes down to these three things, and they're all connected. The video you pick, it sets your trajectory. It tells the entire world where you're headed. It also creates that all-important first impression. It's basically your brand ambassador. And maybe most importantly, the right choice builds momentum, that initial surge of energy that makes the rest of the climb feel, actually possible. So let's actually put a name to this concept, okay? A billboard video. This isn't just any good video you've made. It's a strategic asset. It's the one piece of content you decide to put all your initial promotional energy behind. Think of it like the front door that invites a brand new audience into your entire world. Okay, now for the practical part of the climb, let's get down to it. I'm going to give you a framework, Basically, a series of strategic questions to help you dig through your own toolkit and find that perfect billboard video for your ascent. Question number 1. Which of your videos in just a few minutes perfectly captures your why? You know, if a new viewer could only see one single thing to understand what you're all about and what you stand for, what would that video be? This is all about your core identity. Next up, let's think about your audience. Forget what you want to say for just a second and really focus on what they need to hear. Which one of your videos gives an immediate, real solution to their most pressing problem or their biggest question? This is all about delivering instant value. All right, let's get objective. It is time to bring in the data. Your analytics are your best friend here. Don't guess. Look at the numbers. Which video already has the highest audience retention, the best click-through rate, the most shares, the most comments? Your existing audience is already telling you what works. You just have to listen. Now this one is super strategic. Your billboard video should never be a dead end. The ideal choice naturally, logically makes viewers want more. Does it reference other videos you've made? Does it tee up a playlist perfectly? It really should be the appetizer that makes them absolutely hungry for the main course. This slide right here, this captures a hugely important mindset shift. We are not looking for your personal best video, the one you're just the most proud of. We're looking for the right billboard. See, your best video is often an end point. The right billboard is always a starting point for a brand new viewer's journey with you. And really, that's the only thing that matters in the end. The whole purpose of this exercise isn't to find some mythical, perfect video. It's to find the video that sparks action, that creates that initial momentum, and that actually gets you moving up that mountain towards your goal. The preparation is over. You have your system, you have your tools, you have your entire toolkit, and now you've got the framework to make a really smart choice. That mountain is waiting. Your ascent begins right now. So, what's your first move?